First episode of Michigan City 219, The Voice. This will be a podcast for local Northwest Indiana news and commentary. We'll be taking suggestions and reading Facebook posts and other news press releases from local municipalities. We'll just start with the weather. It's 44 degrees right now, and we'll have a low of 36 today on April 7th, 2022. And then on the 8th, we'll have 38 degrees with a low of 32. It'll also be raining, but then it will also be snowing as well, so keep that in mind. We have some election news here. It looks like former Michigan City Mayor Ron Muir is running for election for District 4 of the Indiana State Senate. Those elections will be held May 3rd, 2022, so please keep an eye out for that. There's also a meeting for Just Transition Northwest Indiana. That's a lake coal ash activism group, and it looks like they'll be meeting at the public library in Michigan City, April 16th from 1 to 3 p.m. They have a link on their website, I do believe, or contact information on how to join that. That's Just Transition, JTNWI.org, JTNWI.org. Finally, we have some troubling news. I hate to start our first episode off like this, but it is news. Michigan City seems to have had an incident with the Michigan City Police Department. April 5th, 2022, and it was involving a 26-year-old male. Some reports say that he's autistic. I'm not completely aware of whether those are confirmed or not. Some of this information is unconfirmed and some may be hearsay, so please take what I say with a grain of salt. It looks like the officers in their Michigan City Police Department statement have established that he fell while being tasered and injured his facial area. Now, I've seen the video and it looks pretty intense. I'm not a doctor, and I think that goes without saying. But the fall looks pretty gruesome when you see it, and it's unfortunate that we don't have footage of this. I'm not seeing anyone say that dash cam footage was released to the public. It looks like the male was transported to Franciscan Hospital, so he did get some medical care, it seems. They say they saw two men running on foot when they approached him, so that's when the interaction started. And this all occurred April 5th of 2022. The statement seems to have been released the 6th. It seems that he may have some charges against him filed by the police department. False identity statement, a misdemeanor, resisting law enforcement, and carrying a firearm without permit. I don't know if those charges will stick. I don't know exactly what caused them to do this. Once again, the dashcam footage has not been released to the public. And there is another press release that states that the mayor and Chief Campbell both reviewed the footage. The NAACP was not in attendance. I'm not exactly sure why. I thought this was more of their thing, but they were not in attendance. We have some Facebook posts underneath the initial statement from the public. And we have Dar, who stated, "Put that man in the Olympics. He had to be running 20 to 30 miles per hour when he was tased to get them type of injuries." Michigan City Police Department, please make this make sense to us. We have a comment from David who said, "Pretty simple. Don't give the police any reason to be arrested. Follow the law." And we have finally Nathan who said, his is quite lengthy, "If nobody is going to say it, then I will. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I see everyone went from foreign policy experts to criminal justice experts to those saying he couldn't have broken his bones falling. Being hit with a taser causes muscles to tense up, and if you fall and hit a curb, for example, that is 100% possible." All right. And to skip ahead, The reason the body cam likely hasn't been released yet is probably because cops themselves haven't concluded the investigation yet. So we have some people in the public asking for the body cam footage to be released, and apparently there will be a protest sometime at 3 p.m. today, and that protest will be in front of City Hall. I'm not sure about that information, but it seems to be there is a protest being planned at some point today, April 7th, 2022. From what I'm reading in the other statement, Chief Campbell fully supports what his officers have done upon reviewing the body cam, footage. I guess the jury's out on this one. We'll just have to wait and see what the public has to say after the footage, hopefully, is eventually released.